Good afternoon, this is my Shaman Oracle reading for Tuesday. Today I'm reading for Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And this reading here is for Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn. I'm using 5 decks, and the reading starts with the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. And this deck says this in the beginning: enter a secret dimension to discover the truth of your soul. And the card for you is Maple Spirit. And the Maple Spirit is about generosity. Beneath the large trunks of the maple tree, animals are invited to rest. At any time, you might see a doe and her fawn curled up in the midday shade. There are squirrels. They scamper up the trunk and they dash from limb to limb, and a rabbit stops to sniff the air. There are creatures, large and small, and they are drawn to take refuge under the maple tree's shade. What you give out comes back to you tenfold, is the message. There are times in life to receive, and there are times to provide love, services, and items to others. This card suggests that this is a time to give with your whole heart. So give without thinking of what you will gain in return. By doing this, you enter into the flow of the universe, and blessings will shower upon you. Maples are thought to be a very old species of trees. They are known to withstand environmental changes, and they can survive and thrive in various climates. Some traditions believe that the maple lends strength and power to those around it. So if you tap into the maple, you will find a sweet sap, which symbolically brings the sweetness into your life. Yeah, maple syrup, right? That's a wonderful, wonderful sweetener for nice dishes. The spirit of the maple says to you, be open to receive the bounty of the universe, and at the same time be generous with others and with yourself. A warmth of spirit radiates from you, so share from your heart and receive with an open heart, and success will blossom. The next card is the Work Your Light Oracle deck card, and that one has this to say: you are the miracle. And the card that came out is Lemuria. And Lemuria is about creating heaven on earth, and says that it is happening. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of the earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony, and all beings, they were seen as equal, and we were deeply honoring Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun was no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony here on the planet now. So thank you for wanting to do this work, says the Lemurians. It is easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. So keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. See this, work your light transmission. I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. A beautiful idea, if that could come true, right? The next card is the Shaman's Dream Oracle card, and that one says this in the beginning: we are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. And the card that came out for you is Many Masks, and it's about the authentic self, energizing internal allies, and a conscious shift. We live in a world where everyone we see wears a mask. We wear these masks to cover up and to protect who we really are. We learn to do so because we have been conditioned to try to appear a certain way to fit into society. Masks, they allow us to belong, so we remain within the confines of what is expected of us. Masks, they are not inherently bad. Rather, they provide context and structure for our personalities and soul's expression. Some of us might believe that a particular mask, fixed and hardened onto us, is our permanent face. We forget that we are living beings with a multitude of faces, enabling us to experience a fuller and more vibrant world. Your authentic essence doesn't want to be constrained by others' expectations anymore. Now is the time to strip away the mask you have accepted and to discover who you really are. A new self is emerging, and your perception changes as you adopt new ways of being. Right now, it is really important to allow yourself to experiment, to experience the world in all its myriad potentials and possibilities. So try on different masks and let yourself be fluid and curious. How will you know what you love and what you resonate with if you do not take off the mask you have always worn and test drive some new ones? Your authentic essence will never change. It will only express itself differently, though these differently through these optional selves. Your authentic essence will never change. It will only express itself differently through these optional selves. Through trial and error, you discover more and more about who you want to become. What would it feel like to explore this side of you? Anything is possible if you are willing to open up to your potential. You truly can move beyond the barriers that society has set up. So use your imagination and step into the magic. And the next card is the Energy Oracle card, and out came Yin and Yang. And Yin and Yang is about the passive and the active, and the intuitive and the logical. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclic energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, the card heralds a yin cycle, where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things, This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. The yin cycles, they often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective, so open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Say this affirmation: I am open to understanding the cycle I am in, and I am willing to utilize its energy beneficially. All that I need is already part of me. And the last card is the mystical Shaman Oracle deck card, and that one is the Crow. And the crow is, the essence of the crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk and to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. This winged one insists that we speak the truth, that we create a truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation that we find ourselves in. There is an invitation: when you speak the truth and you practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without any judgment. Let the truth set you free. There is medicine aspect to the card. Be true to your word. The crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. So look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with any illusions. So that was the reading for Capricorn. I thank you very much for listening, Capricorn. I wish you a wonderful day today. I wish you a wonderful week. Take care and goodbye.